My beautiful stars, reading time. All right, we're going to start with beautiful tarot today, main collective. All right, so you've got a cosmic trigger right now in your life. So there's something divinely happening in your energy. So the new moon this month could be an important day for you. Write that down. You've got a change in direction, setting new intentions. A new cycle is about to begin with something you haven't given up on, something you've had a lot of patience with. Okay, so maybe you've been lacking a little bit of energy of recent. You could be a fire sign, but maybe things have kind of been very repetitive in your life, kind of that hamster wheel, eat, sleep, repeat. I think this collective, you've just been wanting a little bit of change here. Okay, this is good. So right now, you're starting to get your mental strength back with certain situations you've been trapped in the mind with. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more confident as well. This is about conquering self-doubt. You're taking your power back when it comes to certain situations in your environment. You're setting yourself free from feeling kind of like a caged bird, especially emotionally. I want one more for this King of Wands. You could have a connected energy to you. Okay. One, I think this is for you as well. You are trying to harmonize this energy. You're wanting change for you, but you could have a focus. This could be something that you're starting to get mental strength back with. Maybe you've been trying to find harmony and common ground with someone that maybe, unfortunately, lacks a little bit of life experience, life lessons. Maybe you've been stuck in your mind over someone that is a little bit self-unaware, lacks a little bit of sensitivity towards difficulties they create for others, but harmony, resolving situations, wanting to find common ground. You're wanting to find solutions, but with what that's on top of, one, I do think it's for you, but two, if you're getting your mental strength back and you're conquering self-doubt and you're setting yourself free from emotional burdens, it makes sense with, yes, you may want this, but how you're viewing this person, it's like you're starting to kind of take accountability, thinking, how can I want this with someone that doesn't even really understand this energy, or how to create this energy? They're seeing certain scenarios completely different to what I'm seeing. Maybe you've really been trying to control the situation when it comes to this, if you know it or not. So focused on what's coming next, you're missing the red flags of what's actually happening in the present, which in return was actually putting you in an Eight of Swords upright. But again, for the right collective, it's like you're breaking free from certain shackles in the mind at the moment. And again, first card, Cosmic Trigger. The cosmos have something to do with this, if you know it or not, and I think it really starts to solidify this new moon. Okay. Lovers, definitely, I felt that with this. There could be something connected to your heart with that person. As a perfect card for what we're saying, 8-8, you could be seeing a lot of 8-8-8. You're clearly going karmic clearing of your own energy, not a karmic situation, but your own energy. You're going through a clearing right now, but you're starting to realize, have I just been dishonest with myself? Am I staying for the wrong reasons? I feel stuck in limbo. I'm not going to fake to be happy. I'm not going to fake an emotion I'm not feeling. A lot of people, when it comes to heartache, is so focused on that end stop and thinking that this person's just going to miraculously make you happy, you start to really fail to see how miserable you are in the hopes and the waiting. Like you're so focused. It's kind of that Knight of Swords. It's like you're a dog with a bone for that end stop, that your day by day is just weighing you down so much. And people literally get fooled to think, oh, a return of someone or someone just miraculously changing and this is going to make everything great again. But if your day today is just heavy and weighed down and tumultuous and full of anxiety and hoping and wishing and praying, like, it's a little bit of a naive approach to think that end stop that you're envisioning is just going to take all that pain away. So there's a reason I'm saying that for this collective. You're no longer just focusing on what comes at the end. You're focusing on how you feel right now. And clearly the right collective, you want your strength back. You don't want to be a caged bird anymore, which is good. Okay. And I'm hearing this, just side note, I know we had the lovers wanting to come out, but why do I feel this could be a friendship of yours as well? I've had a couple of collectives this week. You're starting to realize you don't really align with a certain friend or certain friendships anymore. It's like, how can you harmonize something, let it be love for you, whatever it is, if you're not understanding the energy properly, or this person in return isn't understanding the energy properly. So there's clearly something here that's you're focusing on that's withheld, certain secrets or things that have been kept in the dark, certain missing information. But again, this collective, it's like you're starting to realize, why do I keep focusing on this? There's something here. You don't want to feel disconnected from yourself anymore. You don't want to feel like you have to question your intuition or find answers or be a pariah. It's like whatever here is in the dark, you're kind of in that energy. Well, I'll leave it in the dark. I'm not going to focus on it no more. And as a person as well, especially with this 8 of Swords in reverse, smack bang in the middle, if you have been feeling a disconnect from your higher self, from your intuition, it's like this is something you want to feel that connection again. Let's get one more for this High Priestess in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So there is some things here that, and it's funny, this card specifies karmic lessons. This has been a hard fire for you to walk through. You would have walked through it multiple times, this being a focus. What we said just before, that deviation about some people are so focused on that end stop, they forget how miserable they are daily just thinking that winning is, I always say, sometimes winning is losing. Thinking that end stop, to make that tangible, is you winning. Look at how it's making you feel every day. Isn't that really meaning you're losing? It's like this collective, you focusing on this, you're starting to realize this is a karmic lesson I was just not seeing. I keep walking through the same bloody fire. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to release it. When it's meant to be full circle, it'll come full circle. Even if it is meant to come full circle or it isn't, I'm releasing this. I don't want to be stuck in misery. I don't want to be that caged bird, especially with my emotion. But this has caused challenges. This has been a hard one. It created upheavals. But it was all to create a turning point and a big push. And again, first card, this collective, you're starting to see something a lot clearer when it comes to self. When it comes to self. This release you're feeling is all because you want to feel better. You're doing it for you, which is beautiful. Okay, let's confirm these. Oh my God. So this whole month of October, you've got another, the cosmos are really playing in your energy right now. So this starts from now to the next 2 weeks till, I think the new moon is in 2 weeks. So from now till this month of October is big for you. So any kind of lessons you're getting with friendships, family, self, it's preparing you for something. And I always say when there's pivotal emotional change, actions, decisions, frustrations, happiness, whatever it is, it's like you're getting your little tests right now. We talk about the cake period. Right? You're in a cake period. So you've been baking, learning from the fires. Cake period is like the ascensions, the rebirths. Cake periods can go for a while though. And then you come out of the oven, you're in rest period, and all of the lessons of what you've been trying to heal and overcome while you were baking start to get presented. Now, rest period is where, you know, we talk about, oh, you passed that test, you passed that lesson. We say there's nothing failed, just sometimes we prolong our timeline. That's okay. But this collective, whatever lessons are coming in your cake period, your review period, right? Let's get some green ticks because it's preparing you once you've cooled down for your toppings, your icings. So from now till the new moon, shifting your consciousness, gaining more strength. Beautiful. Preparing your final steps from the things you haven't given up on. That's magic. That's really nice. There's magic in the air. All right, let's confirm this King of Wands in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, so fire, air, and you've got Pentacles here as well. But you're surrendering, you're trusting, you're wanting peace, serenity, calm. You're trusting in the universal flow of life. And again, you want a deeper connection to self right now. There's something here about, especially let's go to the first thing about the hamster wheel, things are feeling boorish and, you know, eat, sleep, repeat. There's something about your purpose. There's something you're wanting to renew. This is a card of miracles for me. This is a card of true wishes coming true. But you've got this with the Six of Pentacles. So again, internally, you're wanting to feel valued. You're wanting equal give and take in your environment. You're wanting your efforts to be noticed, which is beautiful. Two, for whoever is like this around you, that you've had hopes for so long that you would harmonize and find solutions, and whatever the case, you're starting to realize that's not making me feel serene. That's not making me feel peaceful. That's not making me feel calm. If anything, it's taking my connection away. I'm not feeling valued. This isn't equal give and take. Hasn't been equal give and take for a long time. But then I'm also hearing for this collective, this could be what's brewing and you're not even knowing. Maybe you will get a bit of a shock to the system this month with this energy. Maybe you will start seeing change. And another thing I'm hearing, whatever is with your path in life, your purpose, I think we've got some changes coming with that too. Hold on, okay, we're going to have a bit of a deviation here. I want to get a couple of decks to confirm this. Okay, let's go heart space first, energy around this. Oh my, you could have a shock here. Cupid's arrow. This is heart space, but it has been repetitive. But it's still 50-50. There's still lessons that need to be learnt. But paradise, there's something about your oneness, and that's why you're coming into oneness. Hold on, one more. Okay, you're starting to release. And remember I said something about friends. There could be something about friends, but this collective, it's about putting you first, getting out, having a good time, just focusing on you right now, which you clearly are doing. You do have a Cupid's arrow. I think it's 50-50 right now. There's something about your oneness that comes first, your stillness. They don't want you to be dependent on this, right? Hold on. Let's see, is there movement? What's this Cupid's arrow? But that comes first, and that's why intuitively, cosmically, the right collective, you're trying to focus on this stuff right now, the things that make you happy independently, right? Hold on. You really could. You've got date night. This is about moving in with your partner, but figuring yourself out emotionally first. I know there could be a detail about sexuality, but it ties into that, figuring yourself out emotionally, right? You could have lived with this person, but this is about a change of residence, moving in with your partner with this Cupid's arrow. Hold on, one more. They could be a water sign. They've come up. It's not the right time yet. One more. Okay. You got breakup, air sign, not the right distance. So there's physical, emotional distance with this person. Makes sense with that hammer. Whoever this person is, you clearly still in separation here. It's just confusing because this Cupid's arrow with these two, I think there's potential, but this really does come first for this collective. Just these here, there's something still very blocked energetically. Let's get one more. And that would make someone else in the middle. But the universal flow, giving it time. So Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, and the Star here. Could be a puzzle piece here you're not seeing, but that's this collective. You know it, but you don't want to focus on it anymore. You don't want to focus. So the right collective, you intuitively, and I think that's what that puzzle piece is. There's someone else in the middle trying to sabotage this. This could have been interference that actually caused this separation. But the right collective, you wouldn't have the answers for it, but you're sick of walking through the fire of focusing on it. From what I'm gathering from this, and we will break everything down, I think this is your potential, right? So the moving in together, getting back on the same track, bit of hesitation. I think right now the universe is activating that Tinkerbell fairy dust in you to really focus on yourself and start having a good time again individually. And when I say that, people in the comments go straight to, I don't want to date. If you think going out and having a good time and being in oneness means you have to date, you're not seeing something right. That is not what I'm saying here. I mean, going out, being happily single, just doing things you love, right? There's something here you need to find that joyous paradise energy individually. There is something here that the divine has control of that unfortunately, and clearly you guys were destined to go through a separation if the divine's got control of it. You could be an air sign, this person could be, or this someone else could be an air sign. I always say as a reader, I'm not here to tell you how to feel. People should be coming to your mind straight away. Your mind should be taking you to things, but still stuck. There's still hesitation because you come first. There's something you need to learn through your cake period first. Let's get one more for that section there. I never put my cards like this. This is odd. It's like you've got different energies all around you right now. It makes sense with all this cosmic activation. Oh, and the fire sign. So fire, air is important for the right collective. When it comes to someone else in the middle, the universe has got a hold of it, right? That breakup was over there as well. Okay. Let's get this date night moving. Cupid's arrow. Patience. Good things come to those who wait. Okay, this is making more sense. You could even be destined to have a child here. Okay, that could be... I'll have to get soul contract energy. The only way to truly open up your heart is to start enjoying yourself and really releasing this. There's clearly resentment here. Look at how many fires you've walked in through this. You feel caged, being dishonest with yourself. And it's not just this person, it's in different areas of your life too, but this would be a big burden in the bottom of your soul, if you know it or not. Okay, hold on. I just want to get a couple more of these little cards here. Okay, Cupid's arrow. Okay, but healthier choices come first. The separation. So we know that. So there's sadness, missing, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. As you're releasing the unsure of the future, I think this is, again, the right collective, you're finding strength. I think that's more person connected to you, and maybe that's why there's hesitation. One more for that. Ascending though. Perfect. Preparing for union, transcending obstacles. Done. Now let's get these. Palm tree. So first getting your own stability, grounding yourself. You've had, yes, clearly a lot of endurance here. If you've had to go through the rebuilding, integration, repetitive, self-sabotage, like there's been a lot of endurance with that. But now that endurance, stability, security, permanence, and growth has to come from you, right? Towards you. Soul connection. We know that. So we're going to have to tap into that. So soul contract, partnership. I always say when someone is bound to your contract, when you're energetically tied, those things in your contract, those cake periods, those things you're meant to learn, those things you're meant to go under review with, they come first. But this is where people go wrong, and we kind of said it before. You're so focused on the end stop, you forget about the daily things that you should be focusing on internally, right? I feel this collective, this is clearly going to be a powerful cycle. Endings bring new beginnings when you get out and you have fun and you've happily moved on, which it's starting to activate in you, right? That's when you get your true growth transition, because you release the frequency. I give this example all the time. I'm going to give it again. It's coming to my mind. People do not understand that when you're holding on to something and you're fixating, you are not releasing that frequency, right? So let's just say you, and for the right collective, it's coming to my mind, so this might have just happened to you. Let's just say, example, you're on your feed, right? And you stop and you listen to a reading. A reading pulls you in. Now, when you start watching that reading, someone pops up in your mind that you have not thought about, you've had no energetical tie to for God knows how long, right? So it's like that person just goes poof. It's like your intuition lets you know that reading is about that random. And now, because you don't have an energetical tie to them, they're off your energy radar, within that day, within the next 24, 48 hours, that person pops up in your energy. Because you don't, it's like there's no connection to it. There's no craving, there's no longing, there's no uncertainty, there's no fixation. They're not in your mind, right? This is why that comes through. When people fixate and so fixated on that end stop, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, you are prolonging that energy to return to you or to access you because you're bound to it. Right, collective, this will make sense. What is being activated in you right now? This isn't you just trying to pretend to be blah, blah, blah. They're activating a release, but they are literally saying this energy comes first before whatever that is. Because your obstacle is you always putting this person first emotionally. Letting them make you feel caged, letting them make you feel anxious every day because you had your expectation of your end stop, right? Again, this collective, you've probably popped a label on it. They're my twin flame, they're my divine. Your lesson was always to put you first. And I say that about true divines. Until you see your reflection, until you make yourself happy, until you break free from loneliness and I need companionship, I'm so scared I'm going to be alone. You just keep prolonging. What is going on with you right now? This is coming from up above for a reason. This part of your soul contract was what was meant to come first. And you've clearly missed it cycle after cycle because you just couldn't let that go. You just couldn't let it go. But this collective, your true new beginning, your true contract energy was once you found oneness. Once you found paradise within you. Once you truly started to expand in you. Okay? So this doesn't come down to them. This comes down to you. Just keep focusing on yourself. Don't procrastinate. If you're getting inspired action to join a new gym, or if you go for a walk every day and you want to take another path, or you shop at a normal store and you're like, oh, I want to shop at that store, or go. You never know. There could be someone there you're meant to meet, a new friendship, someone part of your soul tribe. Whenever intuitively we just want to do something spontaneous, you should always do it, because the universe is trying to align you with someone. It's the same with that burnt toast theory. When you're trying to leave your house and you keep forgetting things, or you burn your toast, or they're either protecting you from something or they're aligning you to something great. And right now, the right collective, you've got cosmic energy all around you. So your spontaneous intuition, you would have so much of it. Trust it. Do it. They're clearly trying to really activate that part of your energy right now. So don't fall back into the thought pattern of fear and this and that. You're finding strength, which is beautiful. Oh, this is where you're getting your mental... Do I like this talk? No, it's probably a bit negative, but maybe that's the process. This is a nice one. This is a nice one because you're taking accountability. But where you're getting your mental strength back and you're starting to think, I'm just a caged bird here. I got to see myself with this. You're seeing this person as a negative karmic connection, toxic, energetic implant, someone else's influence. This is also a card of physical, emotional abuse. I hope you're not seeing this person but that's, again, your process. I always say, as humans, when you come in, it's really sad. Instead of just releasing with peace, and this shows resentment because of the things you excused, the time you waited, always focusing on that end stop, not saying it to trigger you, but I always say when we're blaming everyone else for our emotion, little bit of victim mentality. People give us so many signs that they're not aligning with us, but it's us that choose to excuse it, right? But I always say, to release someone, to get your mental strength back, to conquer self-doubt, you don't need to start judging someone internally, right? Especially not on this journey. Remember, this true journey, especially if you do resonate with the divine, unconditional love, understanding of all walks of life, not just this one person. So it's great you're getting your mental strength back, but you don't need to dissect and now start thinking, oh, it was negative, it was toxic, it was karmic, it was this. It evolved you. So the toxicity evolved you. Right, collective? You'll know what I'm saying. I talk about this all the time. Just because you may not be physically judging externally, mentally judging someone, it's just as bad. And do you know what that shows? You still have judgment towards yourself. So yes, you're conquering self-doubt. I always say how we treat others is how we treat ourselves. It's how we fill our own cup within. So you could be someone that's very hard on yourself and you judge yourself a lot. But again, they're trying to get you to see this outside of the box because they want you to conquer your self-doubt. Eight of Cups in reverse. Beautiful. And again, it goes to, how did I think this was permanent? It's a 10 of coins, everything. Look at how this makes me feel. I guess that makes sense because you're going in this 8 of Cups lens, but you just don't need to be negative. Remember, we said it's like when we deviated and said people are so focused on the end stop, they're forgetting how it's making them emotional mess every day, right? Thinking that they're just going to get a 10 of Pentacles when someone returns or things just fall into place when we're miserable every bloody day. Winning sometimes means losing. But again, instead of questioning, how did I think it was this, when they're just negative, they're toxic, they're this, they're blah, 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 blah. How did I think it was this when every day I'm anxious? Because and I'm not saying this to upset you, but if you're really seeing them under the lens of they lack life experience, they lack, and I always say, you can't put life experience into someone. You can't put years into someone. Life experience comes from life. It comes from towers. It comes from destruction. It comes from love. It comes from need to experience these things to help us grow. We grow with maturity throughout our years, our decades. But deep in your core, this person doesn't align with you emotionally. Doesn't mean they're this. Okay. And if you were someone that's been holding on for that long and you genuinely see them like this, because I could just imagine some of the smart asses in the comments, what does that say about you? If you think of them like this in the core, but you wanted a 10 of Pentacles, doesn't that mean that's something that you reflect on trauma-wise, self-worth-wise? Maybe this is why this 8 of Swords is here in reverse. But also, just side note, there could be things with family dynamic. There could be things with financial things right now that foundation-wise, again, you're wanting more. You're wanting to feel fulfilled. You're wanting to renew your energy. So this faking happiness and all of this, I think one definitely confirms the first deviation. But like I said before, I think there's other areas in your life, things are being illuminated, and family could definitely be one of those. Okay, this High Priestess and Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Oh my God, 3 cosmic trigger cards. So this has been trickling in slowly for the last 3 months, and it's preparing you for the next 3 months. So your emotion towards this situation, you've been fighting your strength and your overthinking habit mind of this. For the Right Collective, the last 3 months, you've been coming in and out of disconnect and trying to put yourself first, but then your habit of the craving, that would pop in and create fear. They've been doing this for you for a while. Subconscious being revealed now. New emotional cycle begins. Seeing clearly, divine aid from the endings. So this is with this row. Perfect. So you're literally coming into another judgment period. Don't make these details fear. So for 3 months, the Right Collective, you're fighting fear and craving habit to releasing and putting yourself first. They're solidifying this for you right now. I always say those blessing and trusting in the divine, those purple cards, they come from pain, they come from anxiety, they come from feeling like everything's falling apart. They're a blessing in disguise. This collective, from now to your next 3 months till December, I've actually got a 20 wave coming in December. Big changes. So just advice, and I'm about to break down this whole reading. Next 3 months, put that on the top of your list. 66 days, and I know that's more than 66 is less than 3 months, but I always say 66 days to create a habit. So get a little calendar, a little whiteboard, write 66 days down, and every day, those 66 days, at least once a day, do something you love. Put yourself first. Do 10 minutes a day of, so write those 66 days. 66 days underneath, points of acceptance, doing something I love to do, doing something spontaneous, and let's do, because this collective, you're worth, seeing your reflection, how amazing you are, 10 minutes of mirror work a day, right? And do it consecutively every day. So every time this person pops over you, go into the mirror, or anything in life is starting to fall apart and you're not trusting and you're overthinking, your old belief systems coming in, affirm yourself. We say mirror work. Until your soul believes what you're speaking to yourself, you get like, you're like, oh my God, you feel uncomfortable. You feel like someone's watching you. It's like you feel embarrassed affirming yourself with your greatness. When you can look in that mirror and you can smile back at yourself while you're saying these things, your soul is believing what you're saying. Create your reality of greatness. And all those days you don't want to do it, do it. Because it shows how much you love yourself. And you put whatever you want on that list, but have 66 days of consistency. I always say this is why vision boards and things like that are so impactful. You don't need to be standing at your vision board and looking at it, but every time you walk past it, it's subconsciously imprinting on you, right? I couldn't recommend vision boards enough. Anyone that knows me personally, I have got whiteboards everywhere around my house, everywhere. You need to stay on top of it. Okay. Just quickly, I just want to get your emotion right now. And then I want to get these universal cards. See how that goes. I feel like I need to break down, maybe not, anyway, let's see how this goes first. So I feel you're finding strength amongst this emotion. Moved on. Good. That's good. But now you need to solidify it. Don't fall back into fear and your old thought pattern that you've literally created a habit of craving this person in your end stop. You're ready to move on. You've been ready to move on for the past 3 months for this collective. You were so focused, expectation on having that 10 of Pentacles. When this person was showing you daily, you ain't getting a 10 of Pentacles right now. You're focusing on other things. You're wanting to distract yourself. You're detaching. You're unaffected. I ain't interested in this. And maybe when your fear comes in, you think this is how this person's thinking about you. This is your inner self. But when the fear-based thinking, the scarcity mindset comes in, instead of thinking this is your energy, you would go straight to thinking this is their energy. Calm. That's what I was feeling. I know we were going in a little bit, but your overall theme, this collective, is 8 of Swords in reverse, 8 of Cups. Like, you're just viewing everything so beautifully right now. Not with how you're speaking negatively in your mind about whatever the other situation, but you. A lot of that was about self, right? A little bit of tweaking with some of the negativity up here towards others in your mind. You're not doing it in the physical, it's just internal. You could, I guess, be... Actually, maybe you're getting signs. See if you're, I don't want to say gossiping, but see how you are around friends and family. See if a side of you, a bit of a judgmental side of you is coming out. Let it be talking about siblings, or let it be talking about friends, or let it be talking about this person, although I don't even think this person you would be talking about to people, let's be real. But they'll be giving you examples, especially because you're doing it a lot internally, right? But you're also, this moved on, calm. You're wanting to find peace. You're releasing. You're feeling undisturbed right now, which is great. Remember to fall back into that. Go to your whiteboard, 66 days when the uncertainty comes over you. Unworried, anxiety-free, feeling secure, feeling still. I love this. And you know what's even more beautiful? You got 2 blue, throat. You actually, this is honesty towards yourself, right? I always say when that releases, whenever we're blocked in the throat, breathless, itchy throat, starting to get sick, or because we get it in the physical, we're not being honest with ourselves. This collective, this is what your soul is telling you. You are this. It's just the fear of what comes next that makes you think you're not, right? Beautiful. There's that High Priestess in reverse, and that does not serve you. So when you're centered, and then the sneakiness. But this is, I think, the reflection, because remember the deviation. I'm sick of focusing on this. That doesn't make me feel good. I've walked through this fire enough. Why do I keep focusing on what this person's done in the background, right? Sly, thinking they're clever, they're a snake, they're devious, they're hiding things, they're deceitful, they told me a lie, they're trying to trick me. Like, ew. Of course that's going to take you out of this. But the right collective, you know it, because we specified that. You understand that. Why am I focusing on that? If that's who they are, that's who they are. Let them be like that with the other people in their life. I don't want that shit. I want to be calm. One more. Oh, there's a reason we say everything. Okay, I'm hearing a couple things. So when you start to long for this person, straight into negativity. But when you're still and not thinking about this person, look at how peaceful you are in the soul. So what's your inner soul telling you right now? Longing for them, focusing on the end stop, the 10 of Pentacles, when all they've shown you is sneakiness and this, how does it make you feel? unsettled. It takes away your calmness. It takes away this strength of, I'm not dealing with this, right? So your higher self is literally, because remember, internal emotion, your compass in this world, biggest sign in this world. Thought of them, remember we said people are so focused on that end stop, they forget how they're feeling daily, right? So as soon as a thought pattern comes in of this person, what happens? The longing, the this, what comes next, they make you feel like absolute rubbish. When they're not a seed in your mind, when you aren't thinking and longing and I'm missing them, I'm yearning them, I'm pining, I need them, I want them, the nostalgia, the craving, the wishing, right? Look at how you feel. You feel centered. You feel oneness. You feel the paradise. The girl-boy talk. I'm moving on. I've released this. I feel good. I'm focusing on myself, right? I'm creating that palm tree for myself. But when the habit kicks in, your body's showing you trauma, trauma, trauma. Step back. Right collective. Ping, 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 ping. Penny. So when you're feeling this, that's when you go to your whiteboard. I feel rejected. I've lost. Because that's what it is. It's your ego and pride. Believe it or not. The lack of control over the situation. But it makes you feel rejected. Questioning your worth. So you conquering your self-doubt and your worth right now. Soon as you feel this person, I'm rejected. They turned me down. They discarded me. I feel unwanted. They've shut me out. Ill energy. Positive energy. Oh, but then we've got the sad angel. But protect yourself. That makes sense. But I guess this is also what you want to move on from. Because remember, that high priestess, that would tie into this. You did get the devil in reverse. This is a card of narcissist. You don't want to be speaking about this person like that. I've already said it. But you still... You can feel low, unhappy, melancholy, down, troubled, disappointment, upset, let down. This is what you're trying to find calm. What I'm feeling, protect yourself when you're feeling this way. You're going to need strength of clarity because, yes, this is activating you. They've tried to activate and solidify this in you for the past 3 months, but you just keep falling back into the habit of them. But my angels, we can't get a more heavier energy, right? So instead of falling in and out of your overthinking, stay in strength with this because that's what relieves the block. Because this is what's blocking you right now. You just need to focus on yourself and trust. Okay? Stay positive. If this is a true divine connection, and this is why I tell you guys, and I'm about to get the universe's perspective, this negativity you're reflecting, so you speak like this, they would speak like this towards you or towards themselves, and this impacts you towards yourself as well. This just doesn't serve you. And I know it's hard, the human emotion, I get it, but this is what's bringing things in quicker for you. You have to stay on top of your positive mindset. Focus on gratitude in these moments. Focus on what you have. Take control of the emotion. Go do that something spontaneous, something that you love, right? The mirror work, the affirmations, the self-love. Focus, transmute that negativity into alchemizing beauty and abundance for you, right? So important. This makes you feel good. This makes you feel like, shoot. And it would make this person feel like, sure, energetically. So you have those red threads. All right, let's get the universe's perspective. I want to see what archetype you're coming into right now. Oh, look at that. You got the Celtic knot. Okay. Universe's perspective of... what's around your energy, and then we'll quickly soul contract energy. But first I just want to see you. What's around you energetically. Oh my God! And the wheel. Look at all the cosmic energy around you right now. Fate, karma, cycles, forces of the universe, destiny, synchronicities. You're going to get what you deserve, but it's out of your hands. So just focus on what you can control, you and your happiness. I think it's trying to release the burdens, baggage, burdens, feeling curse, guilt, shame, regret. I think this is what they're trying to release. 21st of the 2nd. I need one more. Yeah, new perspective. I don't even need another. New beginnings, innocence. They're trying to create carefree. And it shows with that emotion card. When you are focused on that, of course it makes you feel burdened. It makes you feel like what's going on. But when you have the childlike energy over it, new perspective, carefree. No, I feel brand new. So let's keep focusing on that. 13th of the 2nd, 13J and A. Perfect, trusting in divine timing, perfect timing, cosmic trigger, right? They're balancing your internal duality. Perfect timing, culmination of all your efforts. They're planning long-term, longevity, permanence. You're unstoppable. You're standing the test of time, past, present, future. So you are going through karmic clearing. 19th of February could be important here. So 21st, 13th and 19th of February, all these numbers individually. And you could be seeing 212 a lot as well, or watching this at 221. 13 and 19. One more for your top row. Expect the answer. There's something coming. Like I said in that first part, from now to the new moon, you've got some big things, something unexpected, especially with this perfect time and this Wheel of Fortune here. I'm seeing the Big Ben with that. The Big Ben's in London, isn't it? You could be from the UK, or you could be wanting to go there. Just came out of nowhere. But expect the unexpected. Something's about to come through very forceful. Create excitement, inspiration, make you feel larger than life. But something even impulsive, be careful, could be on its way. It's going to come in quite forcefully, but your creative mind could be evolving right now as well. All right, let's confirm these. Energy around you. Wheel. So this ending's being activated. It's always been out of your hands. Fate, karma, cycles. Remember the endings bring new beginnings, part of your soul contract coffin card. The universe has had a hold of this the whole time. Destiny, this breakup, this ending, this over and done, this defeated, absent mind. It's coming from up above. Huge confirmation of this whole reading. They're wanting you to feel like you've moved on. Stay firm. Don't let the habit of craving them overtake you anymore. 8th of the 9th, 9th of the 8th. And for the right collective, do not make this fit. You have been coming in and out of this for 3 months. You've been coming in and out of it. So it's not you just there every day in sadness. If you're every day in sadness, overwhelmed, that's the phase you're going through. This collective, they've been trying to activate this in you for 3 months. Release the fear, because look at how it sets you up emotionally. Trust them. It's out of your hands. It's out of your hands. The albatross. Yeah, broom, it's unwanted. This creates unwanted. You're overthinking unwanted. It makes you feel baggage, burden, blah, blah, blah. They're trying to harmonize this. Removing unwanted stuff. Clear and purge, clean sweep. Total makeover. Delete that out and restoring harmony. You could be wanting to do a little renovation of your house, get new furniture. You could have just done a spring clean as well. But 21st of the 11th. Oh, so as soon as you come into your new perspective, right, which I've been trying to activate for 3 months and solidify, world energy. So that moved on you've got. It's not just moving on from this person emotionally, moving on from the baggage and burdens yourself. I always say you do not get a completion until you've completed something out. They're activating a world with your carefree approach, your new perspective, your childlike innocence, your brand new beginnings. World, 13th of August. We probably started around that time for this collective. Accomplishment, responsibilities, completion, and there could be things with finances coming as well. I was feeling that in your part. Achievement, commitments, the right structure, the right boundaries. Beautiful. Perfect timing. Oh God, don't fall short to the magnetic desire and temptations of things. So they're testing you. Cake period, review period. So you'd be getting tempted with things from your past self that you've been trying to heal. Impulse, self-indulgent things, addiction things. Like there's things here, they're purposely doing this. It's coming from up above. They're activating. It's your review period. So anything with longing, desire, magnetic attraction, gravitational pull, yearning, it's a field of influence. We talk about this all the time. People think it's their intuition. No, you're being tested with your strength. Anything that is out of character for you that creates longing, desire, temptation, excess, 9 of Cups in reverse, stop. You're in the cake period. Review. With all the cosmic energy around you right now, they are really wanting to give you your new cycle. You would have been tested with these in past cycles. Do not fall short this time. Expect the unexpected. Oh, that's the... Okay. The marriage card, but your belief system, your programming. The little black deck, everything. So from the certainty to the fear, the habit of thinking, which you've been breaking free from. So once that really, really solidifies in you, what happens? Oh my gosh, expect the unexpected from someone that's presented standoffish, non-committal, holding out, blocked communication, or being physically blocked, the delay tactics, refusing to compromise. It all came down to you and passing these emotional cycles. But that's what you've got. Expect the unexpected with. Checkmate. Okay. Surrender to yourself. That's your biggest one. That's where you're going to create your own blocks. I always say you guys curse your spirit team, your masculine. It's you guys. Till you master the things they're trying to heal in you, switch out of your programming belief system that prolong you. So again, anything that is out of character for you in a not 9 of Cups in reverse kind of way, have strength. Okay, and if it's just checking profiles or, being that prior, the opening, what you need to do, anything you know that's not good to you, stand in strength, say no, because it shows you self-love, self-worth. Anything you've been putting off in avoidance that you know is good for you, better routine, better this, better that, the 60, do it. And then every time you want to do something naughty, do something good. Right, collective? You'll know exactly what I'm saying. And you're going to have days you can't be bothered, but they're the days you push yourself. It's the day you're like, no, I don't want to do it. All right, now I just want to confirm your soul contract energy. Hold on, I just want to, I'm going to cleanse this. Hold on a sec. All right, so what we're going to do soul contract energy for you love-wise. Let's take this person's face away from it. Just what's destined for you behind this Cupid's arrow, right? Then I'm going to get animal cards, how your energy is shining to the world around you, the universe. Then I'm going to get you an archetype, and then we're going to get you your tarot, all right? So your contract... matters of the heart. Of course, the only card that's up is Trust the Divine. Trust divine timing. Okay, so we've got Trust divine timing. Whatever this love is that is destined for you, it's going to create a soul spark. It's own life force around it, its own energy around it. This love is timeless. It has been bound to you in other lifetimes, but it'll come when you're in your prime element. Oh, Lighthouse. This will be guided to you when it's meant to. It's a safe passage, but there has been obstacles. But it was clearly meant to activate your lighthouse energy. Maybe this person as well, they have a lighthouse within them. World. It'll make you feel whole. It'll make you feel content. Not that love should complete you, but you will feel a completion with this. 7 and 8 are the only cards that up. Maybe this person might be a life path 8 or a life path 7. 78, such a lucky angel number. Maybe you're seeing a lot of 78 right now. But this person will respect your boundaries as you will them. This governing time and matter. It'll come with the completion of a cycle. You might meet this person overseas, or they could be from another culture, country, another nationality, but it's when you're going places, when you're going with the wind, when you have movement for yourself in life. 3rd of the 10th, 10th of the 3rd, they're going to be adventurous, spontaneous. They actually could be a 3. I find 3s very spontaneous and adventurous in love. They need that. They love to travel. 3s, you get your flame ignited by culture. Expect the unexpected. It'll come when you least expect it. Your love energy is literally guided, right? It'll come when you're feeling whole yourself. It'll come when you're in your accomplishments. It'll come when you're shining your brightest. But it's on a safe passage. Your love, your heart space has had obstacles for a reason, right? Because you were meant to come first. You clearly have something big to achieve in this world. Duty bound. But that was what you signed off in your contract. Oh God. So this is underneath trust the divine. This isn't allowed to access you, and this is why the divine is protecting this. I don't want you to have a face to this energy. I don't want you to... I want this collective to just sit in you and that moved on calm energy. But this is about the stealth behavior, and remember your tarot. You've got such a block on that when you focus on that, you shouldn't. Whatever's coming, the divine is protecting you in the heart space. People like this should not access you. They're not allowed to access you. So let's just say the craft, the sleight of hand, holding the cards close to their chest. You just need to trust the divine. Okay. Let's get one more. 14th of the 9th could be their birthday. Oh, God. You're going to have full speed ahead. You're going to have progression. You're going to have movement. The messenger message. Another card of travel. You're going to have good news here. But it's when your goals are being ticked off first. Okay? Trust the divine. 1st of the 9th. 9th of the 1st. September could be important. They could be a Leo, but it's when you find and believe in your infinite potential. It's when you find your true strength, your true self-belief, when you have enough compassion for yourself to have strength in boundaries and structure, when you truly know yourself. When you truly become that female magician taming the ferocious lion hurricane within. This is a timing card, 7 to 14 days. But something about you this month is huge for you. So there's something about your guidance system, your lighthouse energy as well. There could be something within the next 7 to 14 days that accelerates this in your life, this strength. I want one more for that. One more for that and we get the Empress, Goddess of Love. There is something. She's got a good life, this one. So there is something in the next 7 to 14 days. You, Empress energy, your grace, your charm, your beauty, your love, relationship, magnetizing through your abundance within to create abundance throughout when you're truly sitting in happiness. And that's such a big part for this collective right now with these cards. Fertility, you could be destined to have a child here. Whoever this person is underneath world, you're going to feel fireworks, okay? Passion, chemistry, happiness, excitement, holidays, celebrations. He says kissing, exhilaration, explosive, very passionate, fiery, beautiful connection. It's going to fulfill your heart. If you could love someone, again, I don't want you to have a face on it. If you can love someone for as long as you've loved someone and now you're seeing them as the devil in reverse, imagine what the right love, the right energy, how much you'll love that person. Just saying, whoever this person is, you're going to feel fireworks. Connection like you've never felt before, but you need to trust in it. Part of your cycle. Emperor, you got the Emperor and Empress, divine counterpart. Stop it. But it's when you're in strength and you're going with the wind and you're achieving everything you've put your mind to. You've got the pairing. It's going to be a grounded love. A strong love, someone that can nurture you, someone that can protect you, someone that can provide for you, someone that stability in your life, someone that soothes chaos, someone that stands in strength, someone that makes you feel soft enough to sit in this so you can be that nurturing, caring, vulnerable, beautiful person that you are. I'm going to make you feel safe in your femininity. So your masculinity doesn't have to come out and dominate. The Apple iWatch thing just went, as soon as I said that sign. It'll be a love like no other. Believe. I'm hearing another Cher song. Do you believe in love after love? Sorry. What was it? I think yesterday I heard that if I could turn back time. Let's get one more for that. And you could meet this person traveling. Oh, they're going to bring harmony and peace and joy, effective communication. This person's going to know how to talk, especially if you're an Empress. Effective communication, someone helpful, someone playful, someone humorous, someone fun, someone in tune with others, someone that wants to collaborate and build an empire with you. If you're really an Empress and an Emperor, power couple, but joy brings you joy. Okay. Number 12. Underneath, expect the unexpected. Someone you can build a home with. Someone that can be a long-term life partner energy. Not a season, a lifetime. So expect the unexpected. So everything you've gone through with your yarn energy, new beginning, new cycle, fertility, someone you have babies with. The complicated circumstances, feeling strung along, puzzled, tied up, unraveled, tangled problems, new beginnings, fresh start, excitement, setting new goals, intentions, a surprise, literally, growth, fertility, brand new cycle. I'm going to be honest. Let's be real. These two, mess. It could literally be you moving on from this mess for someone literally brand new. Like, for you to expect the unexpected, all of this negative yuck energy, again, this part, to literally brand new. Even if it is this person, they aren't allowed near you till they're new. But I have a feeling, I ain't gonna lie, like, this could be someone literally unexpected. Oh my God, and now you've got the major opportunities. Someone you will create major opportunities with. Celebrating the light, they're going to be warm, they're going to help you grow, they'll be bold, brave, someone that will make you feel relaxed in your nervous system, so not accelerating yarn energy, someone that's positive, someone that helps you build strength, like you will help them build strength. This is unfolding, so let it unfold. One more. Someone that's great with finances, someone that's got wealth behind them, especially if they're an emperor. Power couple, but they'll be prosperous. And this is about large quantities, large streams. Not that that should matter. Oh, someone, they could be, I don't want to say famous, but they could be in the spotlight. Social media. And you as well, when you're sitting in your prosperity, when you're lighthouse, when you're empress, right? When you're under the spotlight, publicity, internet, fame, spotlight, connected, exposure, trust. That's a winner there. Your heart space, you got nothing to worry about, okay? Remember, trust in divine timing. This is meant to be released for you when it can be permanence. You know, and I've seen this so much. People that stay single for a very long time, you're preparing for a soul connection. People that don't relationship hop, people that stay single 4, 5, 10, however many, your next person is the person you'll spend the rest of your life with. That's how you need to look at it. It's the reason that came to my mind for this collective. You've clearly been single for a long time. You've been preparing for life partner, not season energy. Beautiful. All right. Let's see how your energy is shining to the world around you. Oh, the dragonfly. You've been on your beautiful spiritual and the turtle. So you've been gaining life lessons along the way. You've been growing. You have an ancient soul. So you would present so ancient and wise. But you've been developing and you're still developing. You could feel like you know all the answers and you're ready for everything. It's not your ego's timing, it's divine's timing. You've been puttering along, but every step has mattered. It's the tortoise that wins. Remember that. But you present very knowledgeable, very connected. A lightness of being, but I'm also hearing you present fierce. In my mind right now, I'm looking at that tortoise shell and the lunar calendar. Tortoises are so ancient and so magical. So they've got the feminine cycle on there. So we used to have 13 months. So they have the 13 scales here, and then they've got the 28-day cycle. They literally have the lunar cycle, the woman's cycle on their shell. They're just so connected. Magical. The reason I was hearing that, maybe there's something going on with that for you, like it was playing in my mind. Hold on, I want to read this. I want to read these to you quickly. Master of the light, illusions and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature, just like that turtle, that awakens a sense of wonder in awe. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing you, forever changing with your journey, your life lessons, your universal truth. You're forever changing and growing. And because you have an observant, wise mind, and you would just see everything, right? You remind me of the introverted intuitive, the most genius of them all. You guys, you see what others cannot see, right? But because you have that externally, you dissect the same for your own mind. And unfortunately, where that power is for external people, sometimes that power, if you internalize it, creates confusion and stuck energy. but you as a collective, through every step you take, you grow. Enjoy your journey. Don't wish your journey away, or don't wish for your end stop too soon. Look at the person you're becoming. When you're in light, you see clearly, you're joyful, you're magical. But when you're not in light, busy mind, you can't concentrate. And back to these emotion cards, what gets you out of balance? Focusing on the things you can not control and the things you cannot see. Oh, you glow for the world, and you could present like you really love the world. This is the humanitarian card. But you light up, every room you walk into, you would light up. You could be really, as we were talking about threes, you could love culture, you could love religions, all different spiritual outlooks, very accepting. You're awakening. But this, the dragon should have come out for that. Maybe that's more the universe. You've only tapped into this much of your potential. Remember what you're going to be like when you get to where you need to be. The universe is saying be patient with yourself. You're still intertwining your serpents. Your dragon's blood is bubbling under the surface. The butterfly going through another metamorphosis. And the golden egg, the balanced golden egg. So people see you as balanced. People see you as calm. That's my little Buddha card. It's just what goes on internally for you. Every time I see the eggs, I see Cleopatra. 3 eggs, you could really resonate with Cleopatra. Be patient with yourself. One more. Or 2 more. The wolf. The unstoppable force to be reckoned with. No obstacle too big, just like the elephant. Your perseverance, your determination, your dedication. People know not to mess with you either. And of course, your magic. You could be a witchy poo. You could be highly connected to the magic around you. Your intuition. And you're forever evolving. You're a gift to this world. But you need to believe you're a gift to this world. You're a lighthouse. These are powerful cards. You're perceived as very gentle, and I'm hearing the word humble as well, especially with this zebra card here. And you're a wolf. Anyone that you allow into your pack, you would shine loyalty. You'd probably take care of them better than you take care of yourself. This wolf reminds me a lot of the beaver card. You make people feel safe. That is magic. Okay, let's get you an acrotite. And then I'm going to get you tarot. I want to see what angel's protecting you right now as well. Okay, I just want one, please. They always come out in chunks. Just one. The hunter. The horse. The crone. True. So true. This one, please. And we'll see what your future person, whoever that person may be, what acrotype they are. But first, you guys. The self. So you really are, this is how you're shining. You really are coming into yourself. Look at that. Look at your beautiful pearl within shining. It's turning into that diamond. And look at how your energy, no wonder your animal cards, look at how your energy is affecting you're like a rainbow. And rainbow is the color of telepathic connection, especially to our mystic realms. Where you thought you were in darkness, you were just always finding your light, your color. Let's read it. I love that card. I don't think we've ever had that come out since we've been using these on here. Although that's a very old deck. Remember when I pulled it out? It was only, what, a few months ago. It was starting to accumulate dust. The self. The soul, the witness, the watcher. So this is your archetypal energy right now. The self is the prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. It does not judge. It does not... And you know what's funny? All of those animal... You would have a very vibrant, very... you would have so many different aspects of yourself, right? You would be so mysterious. You wouldn't be an open book. I think you do have a lot of different sides of your personality. Right, collective, that'll make sense. It does not judge. And remember, we had about judgment. That's not who you are. Prohibit, suppress, or oppress any of its parts, as it is. And I said that the only reason you judge others is because you judge yourself. You shouldn't judge yourself. You're an angel. As it is loving, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and a place, and leads us to experience the full breadth of life's offerings. The self is the central aiding container, the awareness of the infinite universal, the universe and possibilities. Believe. When this card appears, it's a call to step back into witness consciousness, to observe yourself navigating this magical world. And you're doing it great with that tortoise and that the dragonfly, the crow, and even that beautiful zebra. You would be such a worldly, beautiful person. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? You're the chef. You create your reality with what you focus on. Remember that, especially with that crow's mind. In most situations, our ego draws us into the cauldron where we swirl, spin, and smolder. And this collective, you got the crow. So you'd be witchy poo within. So everything you touch or speak, it's with intention. It's with alchemy. Words are spells. Movement are spells. Everything. Just be this walking beam of energy. So direct your energy the right way. Yet the self is a graceful culinary dancer, as I was like, even movement. Watching, waiting, observing as the spectrum of ingredients become the flavor of our life. Flavor of our life. Look in the mirror for 30 seconds, and we were saying do mirror work. Confirmation. This is saying for 30 seconds or more. Do it 10 minutes a day. 30 seconds or more. Attempt to see the you behind the you. The true colorful you behind this physical 3D version you box yourself into. Look at you. This version, this shadowed version, that's not you. Remember that. When you're in light, witnessing, accepting new aspects of yourself. So the moved on, the calm, that's your new you. Stop falling back into fear. When you're in dark, you're disjointed, feeling fatigued, diffused energy and purpose, and you're wanting to renew your purpose. So you're coming into your balance of self. Very beautiful. Love it. All right. Let's see a future person, what archetype they are. You know, if you take the face away from what you envision your 10 of Pentacles to be, what's going to go away? The sadness, the this, the sneaky, take the face away. Just believe that you will have everything your heart desires, because it relieves the fear, the scarcity, the unknowing. It releases the judgment, the anger, the this. Right now, because you're holding on to the face, look at that murky energy it's creating in you. Take the face away from it. Detach from the face. Doesn't matter who's going to turn up. It's going to be your divine counterpart. It's going to be the person that you feel fireworks with. It's going to be the person you grow old with. It's going to be the person that You didn't even probably believe to the extent that you're going to love this person. So take the face away so we can let go of the burdened energy that keeps you in this shadowed self. The face does not matter. Believe your happiness will come, and it'll come so much quicker. Because holding on to that mess, it's blocking it. Move on. Just believe in what you truly deserve. They're being fussy. Maybe I'm not meant to get an acrotite for this person. Maybe it's meant to be a surprise. Expect the unexpected. But we'll try one more time. One more. Nah, they're not coming out, my angels. It's supposed to be a surprise for you. I'm trying. It's not happening. They'll be hypnotic though. Just believe in you. Okay. Let's see what angel's watching over you, and then we're going to get tarot for you. Oh my God, I just noticed the crones at the bottom. All right, let's get you a tarot. Angel. What beautiful angel is watching over you right now? Hadriel, Hadriel, number 25, guardian of the gates of the east wind. Awakens love. Enlightenment brings joy, identifies fears, listens. I will help awaken the third ascension attitudes within you. Love, gratitude, and surrender. Carnelian, you could have just got a carnelian, or maybe, I don't find them to be the nicest looking stone, but maybe you're wearing a carnelian bracelet, or you've been called to get some carnelian. Summertime. So summertime could be an important time for you, but they're holding the line. Let's get you one more. Or he's been around since summertime. And then you've got 252 or 25th of the 2nd. Messenger of the divine source, which is you've got cosmic energy all around you. News, spiritual revelation, strength, which are activating in new beginnings, which are activating in you, guidance, resurrection. Call on me to aid the flow of communication between yourself and our creator and others. Citrine, love that. I wear a citrine around my neck. That could be your birthstone. Guidance. Oh, where are we up to? Monday. Something that you've been meditating on, or you need to meditate on. All right, let's get you just tarot, general tarot for... Hold on. I was going to do a month ahead, but because you had so many cosmic trigger cards, I know we kind of went... I just want to confirm why there's so much cosmic energy around you this month and what they're opening the door for. Oh. Emperor energy, but for you as well. Starting to see the silver lining in things and why certain things have happened. Activating healing and recovery and realigning and refilling your cups the right way, especially your spilt cups. 8 of Wands, most rapid moving card, and we're doing everything. So I always say when I'm doing, that's 8 different arrows coming towards you with great news. Okay. Messages, communication, something to do with your social media. You did get the spotlight card. Something's coming in fast, quick, fast moving, positive news. So let's put down Emperor to your empire, the things you've been creating, the things you've been strengthening with your willpower, your perseverance, your determination, that horse energy. there's a lot of compassion coming towards you, understanding, refilling things the right way, and it's going to come with very rapid, quick, unexpected things as well. Okay, very good. I'm seeing acceleration for you, especially with this. Let's take you out of it. Remember the energy he embodies: stability, soothing, authority, calmness, right? He puts structure in. He's very law and order. So anything you've been feeling chaotic with this and that, you've got structure, grounding of your emotion with strength, okay? He's very disciplined. So maybe things to do with your self-discipline, the magnetic desire, the perfect timing. Okay, King of Swords. But we're talking about you. So I always say love, don't like to see him. But when it comes to self, when it comes to path, amazing, powerful, full of action, wise, moves with integrity, truth seeker, logic, right? Yes, you could have, I don't even want to talk about that. But certain plans, he is a planner. So maybe whatever this Eight of Wands is, it starts creating future planning for you in a really good way. One more for your top row. Nine of Pentacles, achievement, mini empress, financial independence, maturity, emotional maturity, independent queen. Okay, so anything you've been working so hard to that feels repetitive on the hamster wheel, what you're focusing on right now, achievement. That Eight of Pentacles creates us to be a master of our craft, to prepare us for our achievements. Abundance, wealth, luxury, financially independent, beautiful, attention all around you. Truth. Big, very big. Okay, let's confirm. So underneath this Emperor, the equal give and take. So there is something, and feeling valued for whatever your empire, whatever your business is, you're going to feel very valued this month ahead. Very valued. This is your first row. Remember, this starts to trickle in from now till the new moon. Giving, receiving, sharing, generosity, balance. This says someone reaching out. I don't know about that, but it could be. But look at this card. There is something about social media, because look at all the little likes and stuff around her. She's like, oh. Okay. I think everything you've been paralyzed in fear and paranoid and all of this is where the emotion, you're starting to fill the cups in, see the silver lining again. But again, even more soul searching, more enlightenment. But I think it's the release of the fear of what comes next, the end stop, all of that stuff where you felt powerlessness with. Let's get one more for that. Yeah, Ace of Cups, self-love. Your intuition, things start coming to fruition. Yes, there could be a love offer. Who cares? Let's focus on that Ace of Cups with you, especially with this Nine of Pentacles. So there is something paranoid. I'm just trying to keep love out, because this collective, that moved on calm, that's what makes you feel centered. This collective, your biggest message is to break free from the overthinking and the habit of craving, right? But yeah, there's something here with pure intentions, but your self-love, your true self, put that first. And again, whatever is this row, you're breaking free from the pain, which is good. Eight of Wands. Queen of Cups, that's good. Wheel of Fortune, trust. And you've got that. You had 3 cosmic triggers. You had the Wheel of Fortune. You had the divine, the perfect timing. Holy moly. So this Eight of Wands is coming from up above. Blessing, quick blessing, blessings. 8 Wands coming towards you. Luck, expansion, change, good karma, destiny, opportunity, winning, a turn of events. What a good pairing. King of Swords with a King of Pentacles. Okay, you could have a couple of masculine energies around you, but whatever's coming, loyal, honorable, trusting. And I always say, especially with this Nine of Pentacles here, that King of Pentacles, he's sitting on top of his mountain, having his cake, eating it too, castle in the background. So let's take it, because you've got so much masculine energy. You've got no queen. You've got the Emperor, and you've got 2 masculines here, right? Remember I said, for him, action, power, so good for career and self. Let's say it is to do with your career. You've got Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles here, and the Emperor. If you have something taking off this month for you, Your masculine strength is what drives this achievement, your yang energy, right? So if you're getting a lot of signs of a masculine, it's your higher self saying lock into your yang energy. But anyway, now let's say externally, you could have a couple of entering in your life. If one of them is okay, let's say there's one. Let's say one's an air sign. They're whatever's coming through, abundant, trusting, can be trusted, loyalty. Let's just say it is a King of Pentacles. I'm hearing Taurus specifically. They're moving with logic, but again, good intention behind it. Internally, great. Externally, yeah, great. I'm hearing father as well, especially with this Emperor. There could be something with your son at the bottom. All right, what are you going to achieve? What are your achievements? Not being confused anymore. Focused. Your channel. Claircognizance. Your inner knowing. You're locked in. Rebirth. Rebirth. Very good. Transformation. New beginnings through the pain, the hurt. Growth. Through all the unpredictable changes. Last one. Big month ahead, this collective. It's towards the end of the month. Oh, that's not good. 9 of Swords. Maybe that's what you're rebirthing with. It could come in again. Okay, you could also have a little bit of anxiety this month, especially when it comes to your achievements. Maybe you become a bit hard on yourself again. Remember, you're coming into self right now. You're archetype. So she's literally sexy, magnetic. Like, she's our attractive queen, right? But she knows her worth. She knows her boundaries. She's extremely confident, extremely business savvy. Her magic. She's my magical queen as well. I think this is more an internal thing, because I've allocated 9 of Swords as a victim mentality, because it holds on to shit from the past that we can let go. We're choosing to not let go of it, right? Creates anxiety, fear, sleepless nights, regret, remorse, all of. And you have a moment here within the first couple of weeks. You start to feel powerlessness, paralyzed in fear, because you need your Ace of Cups, your self-love. So it's not just a month of achievement and movement, it's a month of really trusting in yourself. And this is why you need to do your mirror work, and this, you're going to have to really affirm yourself this month, right? I'm also hearing there could be some mental anxiety with an actual fire sign attached to you, but I'm more seeing that's internal with what I've allocated that to be. Okay, it makes sense. I always say where there's ups, there's downs. Maybe something that comes in destined wise, you start to question if you're good enough. Maybe you start to feel like you've got imposter syndrome. Should I take that opportunity? Can I actually do this? There is some of these opportunities I think are also tied into seeing yourself, valuing yourself, and understanding how powerful you are, right? Let's get one more for this. Yeah, you might have to start again with something. I'm hearing you might feel like a big fish in a little pond. You might be about to be a small fish in a big pond, and it might create some fear if you can start again. Something very good. It's something very destined, but it's going to call you to take a leap of faith and not have a scarcity mindset. Okay, I enjoyed that. All right, let's get you some little charmies. Oh my God, definitely rapid moving. I feel this collective. Look at all these charms. Oh, and you got the, this hasn't come out in ages. The Eye of Ra, Eye of Horus, luck and protection. Egyptian mythology, we brought up Cleopatra. The shackles are lifting. The veils are lifting. 6 came out. 6 could be very important. You got both of my quickest moving charms. You got the Red Hot Chili Pepper, which is protection. You could be Italian, but I see this as a rapid, like coming in like fire hot, fiery climax with the lightning. Peach. You could have a nice bum, or maybe you're really focusing on fitness routine, growing your peach. And you've got watermelon and you've got cherries. Whole food diet, maybe you really are focusing on changing your, you could be eating watermelon. Perseverance, luck is on your side. You actually got my twinny charm, the infinity. I love you for infinity. That you could have an infinity piece of jewelry or a tattoo. L and N. I just heard Lauren just then. everything you thought was a lost cause isn't, St. Jude. New beginning in love will come. Your self-love comes first. Your signs think you would have so many right now because of how much cosmic energy is around you. 2 feathers. You could have just found 2 feathers. All your signs are coming very synchronized and doubled. Golden butterfly. Boy, oh boy, are you turning into the golden butterfly. That's for sure. Remember, the world is your oyster. You are the pearl. Remember the self. Your pearl's turning into a diamond. Crescent moon could be important for you. The new moon's important for you, so the crescent moon would be an important phase. Nature, adventure, spontaneity. 66 days of just you having fun. You. But you could have a rollerblading or a skating memory. And you got the little mushroom. I hope you don't take psychedelics, but maybe you'd have like ashwagandha or lion's mane or like that kind. I think they're good. Completion 10 cents. That year's 1979. The little frog candle wax. You could read candle wax or play with candles, scry, flames, and lapis lazuli communication. Could have just bought lapis lazuli and then black candle wax as well, protection. Or you need to get lapis lazuli too, duality. 15th of the 2nd. February is important for this collective. 20th of the 8th. 8th of the 1st, 1st of 15, 15. And that's like on the borderline of 7 and 15. 7th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 7th, 27. But 15, 15, shadow. You could be seeing that a lot. Or 15, 51, mirrored numbers. 5, 5. 5, 5, 5. Huge transformation. 17th of the 4th, 17th of the 5th, 16th of the 4th, 16th of the 5th. And then 2 again. All right. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Strength. Love yous.